All right, Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Makar Kadash. All right, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well in truth and sincerity. And big Shalom to the hopefully elect out there pushing His word, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, this lesson right here is going to be titled Passa Pigfoot, Passa Pochop, you know, with two S's, not no pastor or Passa. One of them sweating rag, goddamn tight ties, Steve Harvey suit wearing ass niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? They be teaching our people that garbage, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, although they're false prophets at the end of the day, man. You're supposed to beware of these men, man. Right? You're supposed to mark these men. You know what I'm saying? Right? A quick little story. I remember growing up in the Christian church, as well as the brother next to me. You know, as soon as I came of age as a man, which the proper age is 12, I stopped believing in what the fuck Pastor Pigfoot was teaching, man. Because in the spirit, I knew it was some bullshit, man. Even though me erring, not knowing the scriptures, man, not knowing the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, not knowing the truth to the fullness, right? You know what I'm saying? I still had an unction like, yo, this ain't it. This ain't it, man. This ain't where it's at. It's a lot of bullshit, hypocrisy, you know, in this church, man, right? And ultimately, these people are teaching lies, man. Teaching our people, right? They're leading our people to a destruction, ultimately, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go to 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1. No, 2 Peter, Slaki, 2 Peter. 2 Peter 2 and 1. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring damnable heresies, even denying Yahweh Shai that brought them. It says, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. Right? Right? These pastors, man, right? These people will ultimately bring a swift destruction upon their congregation and including themselves, which is going to be even heavier because they're leading people like a flock of sheep to the slaughter. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Hey. And you know the scriptures say the deceived and deceiver are his. You know? So ultimately the Lord set that trick bag for the pastor and the congregation to all get destroyed, man. Why? Because they weren't chosen from the foundation of the earth, man. You got your precept?
About the
Yes, we go.
About eating swine and so forth.
Yeah.
It's Leviticus chapter 7. So like Leviticus chapter 11, we know that that's the dietary laws. All right. Chapter 11 verse 7, it says, and the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Verse 8 says, of this flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch, they are unclean to you. All right, just like the brother is saying, they'll joke about it in the pulpit, like why they done preaching and everybody's sweating and all of that. They'll say, hey man, we finna get out here and get a pork chop dinner or something like that, man. But they, you know, Christianity, they pick and choose the commandments that they'll follow, which proves that they don't really love the Lord. And to love the Lord is to keep his commandments, you know, to the best of your ability and so forth.
God.
But for doing so, for taking the Lord's word and just having a way with it, I got another precept. That's the Isaiah 66. This is Isaiah chapter 66 in verse 15. It says, for behold, the Most High Yahweh will come with fire, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. All right. Verse 16 says, for by fire and by his sword will the Most High Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Most High shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the garden behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Most High. And in that fire they're gonna be consumed.
Right.
And those speaking about those in the in the gardens and so forth, a lot of Jake churches, they take on that moniker more so, that title. It's like you see a bunch of oak groves and different things like that. And what those are going into is that back in the days of the scriptures, a lot of Jakes would go in the woods and teach and so forth, and they would worship these different wood gods and different things like that because they under paganism. So in the ancient days we would rebel to eat pork and so forth. Right. But Jake today that's their number one pastime.
Right. They be like, well, the Lord made all things clean.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, I'm gonna go to Sirach, which is Ecclesiasticus chapter 34 and verse 4. It says, of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? It says, from that thing which is false, what truth can come? So ain't nothing can come from an unclean thing, man. Ain't nothing clean can come from that, bro. So I don't know what they talking about. And then you go to Job 14 and 4. Job 14 and 4, nip that in the board right there. You know what I'm saying? Because you know damn well you're not supposed to be eating that shit, bro. The prophets of old died. You know what I'm saying? They died for refusing to eat such things, man. Such an abomination, man. Right? Because ultimately it's an abomination. Right? And I have to read that. I'm gonna get something right quick.
This is Job chapter 14 verse 4 says, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one.
Not one, bro. So you know what I'm saying? You bringing this pork into your congregation, man. You letting them eat shrimp, crab, lobster, you know what I'm saying, crawfish, clams. You know what I'm saying? You ultimately feeding them death, man. You ultimately you killing your people, man. Slowly, man. Those things are not to be eaten, bro. Those are to filter the oceans, man. To clean the lands, man. You know what I'm saying? To purify the ecosystem of his dead. And rotten meats and foul things.
You
man.
wonder where your ailments come from, because what you sucking on and eating, it eats dead bodies itself, like the crab.
Right, and the prophets of old refused to eat this thing, even under persecution, man, of the highest leadership in these heathen lands, man.
The crab and the shrimp, they eat the dead things, just as well as the lobsters and so forth.
You know what I'm saying? Crusty crab ass niggas, man.
Right.
I'm gonna read First Maccabees chapter 41. So First Maccabees chapter 1 and 41 says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone shall leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. So the king, he authorized that, he put a decree out. Look, I want everybody to leave their laws, statutes, commandments, and their God for me, for what I want. You know what I'm saying? For my vainglory, right? And all the heathens, they was like, yeah, including 2/3 Jake.
Right.
Wicked ass niggas, man. They was like, yeah, man, I'll fucking do it.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the beginning of the Hellenization. When Jake, you had to take on the customs and so forth that as the brothers bringing out by Antiochus.
Hellenization period.
Yeah, exactly. So what happens is the ones that would rebel, either you would be put to death, or you would find a way to still travel back home to Israel and so forth to keep the high holy days to the best of your ability. Those would be the Hellenistas. The ones that are considered Hellenized Those are the ones like the children and so forth that was born in Greece and so forth, didn't know anything of who they once was, and they began to
follow the heathen's ways, man.
Exactly, become a heathen pretty much in the spirit.
Become Gentiles in the flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is verse 43. It says, "Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to this religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Shabbat." It says, "For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah." It says, "They should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Shabbat and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, and set up altars of groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts," which the swine is the pig, what we call pork. You know, is an unclean beast, and these people was forbidden. Our people were forbidden to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Our righteous sacrifices to the Lord, and it was made profane the temple, man. You know what I'm saying? How much more are you jakes doing that today?
They look at you sideways when you say you don't want no pork chop.
Oh, you don't want no pork.
You don't want no
man,
pig feet.
You a good two shoes nigga.
Nah, I don't want no trotter, man. I don't want nothing that its pus got the being it doesn't have any sweat glands. It releases pus through its feet. I don't want none of that.
Right. I'm gonna go further, and to 2 Maccabees. I'm gonna start at verse 18. 2 Maccabees 6 and 18. It says, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man and of well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. Right? The prophets, they was persecuted, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, they wanted us to eat the pork, man. You know what I mean? They were trying to kill us, man.
They was trying to use them to what do you say? You ain't gotta eat it, just act like you eating it.
Act like you doing it, man. Just act like you taking the chip, man. Just act like you taking the Karak, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Act like you taking the juice. You know what I'm saying?
You just bought that it was a commercial back in the day with Michael Jordan. With the ballpark hot dogs. He used to bite the big ass hot dogs and shit. Yeah.
Spit that bitch out right afterwards, man.
Pork, man.
Fucking niggas, man.
Yeah. And even if you call yourself trying to eat a little better and find you a chicken hot dog or something like that, they'll still put it in a pork casing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit bogus, man. They trying to have you go off, man.
Yeah. And you willingly want to go off. You 2/3, y'all, even when y'all know better, y'all don't want to know better.
Yeah, don't. You really don't. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Man, what the scriptures say, man? You know, unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. That's 2 Ezra 15 right there. I'm gonna just read it. 2 Ezra 15:4 says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness," man. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." It says, "For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." So the Lord, He gonna destroy this place with a swift destruction. Why? Because you Edomites, man, you fucking pollute the whole earth, including you Jakes, man. You heathen, man. You 2/3 Jakes, man. Y'all motherfuckers. Y'all fuckers, man. Y'all do what? Pig testicles, man.
Man, hey, look, I was gonna bring that out in my video.
Yeah.
Look, they get the pig nuts, right? They slice them, peel the skin off, and then add they different seasonings and different things, and they fry it, man. Yeah.
That's some That's some detestable shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Bro, the prophets would have killed your ass on sight if seen you doing some shit.
Right.
Like
The other nations, they eat monkey and all that
Monkey
shit.
brains.
Bush meat. Yo,
damn.
y'all eating that pig feet and ham hocks, pasta pork chop. You know, y'all eating all of that bullshit, that shrimp and all that.
Eating cheetahs and shit.
Yo, that's American bush meat, man.
Man,
Y'all might as well eat monkeys and squirrels and shit.
Horses and shit. Man.
And it's crazy because I remember when I was a kid, I went to a cookout and everything on the table they caught in the backyard, man. It was squirrel, raccoon, possum, muskrat. All of that was on the table, man.
Wonder why y'all niggas blood pressure sky high.
Right. Wonder why you in the situation you in. Why could you eating possum?
Possum, man. Possum neck ass.
You eating possum and squirrels and raccoons and shit, man. And pig knuckles.
No, for real.
Pig ears and toenails and shit, man.
Y'all niggas is trifling, bro. Pork rind ass.
Yeah. And wonder why them stones and shit be popping in their mouth.
Right, them tonsil stones.
Yeah, man. Cause that shit is infection.
Yeah.
That's why it got that smell. It got that bacteria smell to it, man.
Definitely don't eat that shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back in Second Maccabees. Says but he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came to his own accord to the torment. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know what I mean, quick little story. I'm in my mama crib and shit. These motherfuckers, man, they got the fucking piece on deck, man. Triple decker pork bacon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the
Meat
fuck,
lovers.
man? Meat lovers, nah, for real. You know what I'm saying? Got the pork stacked to where they can't even carry that shit in the crib, man. I'm like, damn, man. Y'all really willing to die behind this pork, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? Because I fed them the scriptures, man. And like I said earlier, man, what's that in Amos? Amos, I think it's 9.
Did you bring out Sirach?
Oh, 34? Yeah. I'll go to Amos. Try to find it right quick. Sinners are my people.
Amos 9.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
This is Amos 9, verse 10. It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
Right.
Which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Right. They praying for the president, man. Please, Lord, don't let America fall. Lord, hallelujah, in the name of
bacon.
In the name of Jesus.
We love our bacon sandwiches.
Fucking sweating and shit.
Go Baconator.
Neck collar brown and shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn, hallelujah.
High blood pressure and diabetes and shit, man.
Fuck, bro. Goddamn nigga got gout. Grandma got the swole legs and shit. She limping in the church.
Fluid. Extra fluid in her legs, man.
She can't let off that pork chop with the seasoning salt, the Old Bay seasoning.
Eat it with breakfast with the country gravy and all that.
And dump it on loads of hot sauce and that shit with some chitlin juice ass bit.
And gonna get the guards to wrap her ankles up.
Yeah, bro. Got down the medicine socks and shit with the big ass shoes on.
She gotta piss a lot because she releasing that fluid out her body.
Hey, baby, go get your grandma some sugar.
That's the movie soul food, man.
Yeah, that's it.
How the grandmother died.
Get your grandma some sugar.
And they know she died from eating all that bullshit. And they gonna sit there and make the same shit.
Right. She fucking got cancer and shit. She don't know why she smoking them damn cigarettes.
Come on, man.
40 years, goddamn it. I don't know why I got cancer, maybe, but goddamn, you got that hole in the throat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what the scripture say? If you defile your temple, paraphrasing, the Lord gonna destroy you, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't remember what scripture that is off the top. But goddamn, bros get the picture, man. You know what I'm saying? You defiling your temple, the Lord gonna fucking kill you, man. Right? Uh-oh. Drop the phone. Yeah, the Lord gonna take your ass out, man. He taking Israel out greatly out this junk. You know what I'm saying? With a swift destruction, man. How many niggas get gunned down right in front of their daughters and shit?
Cause you want to eat some pork. You think that's petty, but hey, you don't know nothing. The most time he do what he want to do.
He do what he do, bro.
He said keep his commandments. Ain't no judgment too high, too great to be bestowed upon you, man.
Right.
When you turn back from the law, statutes, and commandments, you turn from the Lord's mercy.
Right. And now you ain't got no hedge of protection over you, bro. You just left fucked up out here in the game, bro. No shield, no nothing, bro. You just naked. And so you leaving yourself ready for a spear or an arrow or a dart. You know what I'm saying? Or a tomahawk get thrown at you, bro. You ain't got no defense. You ain't got no shield, no nothing, no helmet, no sword. You just out here, man, with your bare hands with no shirt on. Right? Oh, and there's a whole legion of demons with fucking transformer suits on. Goddamn Decepticon outfits. You know what I mean? With goddamn tanks and shit. Bro, your ass is through. You through, man. I'm gonna go back in 2 Maccabees chapter 6. It says 19. It says, but he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live, staying with such an abomination, spit it forth, and came to his own accord to the torment. He willingly died for not breaking the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Right? He willingly died, bro. You know what I'm saying? He went to his own accord to the torment.
Right.
And then in chapter 7, the seven brothers and their mother, you know, I'm gonna read it. 2 Maccabees chapter 7 and 1, it said, it came to pass also that 7 brothers with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. Right? So, hey, they was, what the fuck? But, you know what I'm saying? They was ultimately tormented, bro. They was beating the damn near smithereens, bro. You know what I'm saying? For not eating pork, man. For not breaking the Shabbat. For not worshiping these idols, man. These heathen gods, man. Which are nothing, man. Which are dumb idols, man. Dumb stone and gold and all that. That shit don't do nothing. Right? It can't move. Right? We rather choose to serve the Heavenly Father, man. Our power, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Right?
Be righteous, be just in the Most High. Alright, this is Revelations 22 and 11. It says, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. So when we come back to the knowledge and power understanding of the Most High, we joyfully and willingly put these things of the world aside, you know, like eating swine's flesh and so forth. It don't matter. You know, most Jakes grow up eating shrimp unless you got an allergy or something like that. You grow up eating shrimp, crabs, especially out of a place like here.
Shrimp head fouillon.
Exactly. Where like in Virginia, 7 cities, that's a big thing. Crabs is a big thing. Every Saturday, your whole family, they getting together and they popping crabs, man. You know, you grow up thinking that that's wholesome activity. Like
they think it's a delicacy.
Yeah, your family bonding and all of that. But what y'all doing, y'all cooking, y'all murdering each other, man. Y'all slaughtering each other in the spirit for that Old Bay seasoning, for them crabs, man. And what's gonna happen? Just like them crabs is boiled, you gonna be boiled too. Boiled to a crisp.
Boy, he ain't look, bro.
Yeah,
your
man.
ass will try to jump in the water when the new hit. That shit gonna cook your ass, boy. Your ass
that water gonna be 212 on your ass, man.
That shit gonna be 10,000.
Yeah.
That shit gonna immediately evaporate. You gonna fall and hit the bottom of the ocean, get burnt the fuck up.
So that's the judgment that comes to y'all 2/3. You don't want to be righteous. You don't want to put on the laws, statutes, and commandments. Every single precept the brothers bring out on the highways and byways, you scoff at. Like you like being that abominable, you like being that sottish child. You know what I'm saying? You like being that one that's rebellious against the household, man. So for doing so, the Lord got to get rid of you. He got to put that final judgment, and that's them nuclear thermal missiles.
Right.
So just like that pork you love roasting, hey, the Most High gonna roast your ass.
Man. He gonna roast you. Gonna
damn
cook
right.
These niggas, man. Out of our rutters, we be those men that be delivered from said tribulation like that. That's the judgment you don't want, man. That's a fire for your ass, man. You don't want that, man. Right? Well, I'm gonna go to Proverbs chapter 14 and 12, right? It reads, hold on, let me get there. Proverbs 14. It says, there's a way which seemeth right to a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death, man. Right? Hey, look, it says, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness, man. Y'all niggas gonna be straight mirth right now. You know what I'm saying? I can be in that, but wait till that power go out. Niggas be crying, bro.
Starving, hot as fuck.
Right, the guards in the FEMA camp gonna be beating the dog shit out you, man. Even though you took the shit. Even though you took the Karaka.
Yeah.
Shut up, nigga.
If you take that Karaka when you done anyway,
Yeah,
like what you gonna have to get used to, whether it's you gonna receive salvation from the Most High through His Son, or you gonna get took out of here by them nukes or whatever judgment the Lord placed on you. Death is inevitable. That's something that you just gonna have to face. That, hey, the Lord may say this is part of your judgment, so you got to prepare yourself for that regardless. But to continue to go off and continue to do the things that you want to do because the Most High haven't judged you yet, hey, that's wicked as fuck, man. I got a precept, bro. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set them to do evil. We know that that's talking about Esau, but it's in this situation we can apply the 2/3 Jake. You know, because the Most High have not taken you out, you still feel like, you got time to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Rebel against the Most High, and you do not.
No, for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna read verse 12 too. It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High. All right. Verse 14 says, there is a vanity which is done upon the earth, that there be just men, and unto whom it happeneth according to the work of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men to whom it happeneth according to the works of the righteous. I said that this also is vanity. All right. Now we know that Esau Edom is the wicked, right. But like we were saying, this pertains to Jake as well. It's still under Esau's rulership. Do you follow his wickedness? Because at one point, like the brother was bringing out earlier, like the mother and the 7 sons and the prophets and so forth, you would have willingly gave up your life for the law, for the Most High. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But now you'll risk your life just to eat one more piece of bacon, man.
Let me get one more, just one more, man. One more.
Yeah, the doctor said if you eat this and you eat that, you're gonna die. You got a high chance of catching a stroke, heart attack, or whatever, but you continue to eat it. Why? Because the Most High has given you over to the wicked.
Yeah, I got a family member, wicked nigga, man, street nigga, you know what I'm saying? So-called, supposedly. You know, the motherfucker had a lung transplant. He got a fake lung in his chest.
And still smoking.
Still smoking. Like, nigga, you keep smoking, you gonna die. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway, nigga.
Damn.
I'm like, nigga, damn, bro.
And the Lord gotta take him out.
Gotta take his ass out, bro.
They don't understand that the things that happen, that the Most High still allow you to breathe,
just to get judged, bro.
He's lining you up to get that final judgment, but to be missing alone because you smoked all your goddamn life, that in itself is a judgment. But that's an eye opener that you just don't see. Going to the hospital and then they diagnosing you with certain ailments and so forth. Hey, those are judgments of the Most High in the flesh right now.
Yep. Right, I'm gonna go back in Proverbs. I'm gonna read verse 15. It says, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his doing, right? We out here, man. We looking, man. We looking to see what's wrong and what's right, man. We out here diligently seeking the Lord, man, so we can be made white in that day. Nah, not like no fucking heathen Edomite, not that, but made white in purity, man, and righteousness. You know what I'm saying? But you niggas, man. You niggas, Hispanics and Native Americans, man. You spicks, man. Damn wetback niggas, man. You stupid motherfuckers. Out here being dumb and shit, right? You niggas believe every word. You believe in Jesus Christos, man.
And bro, ain't being a racist because he said wetback. We know you wetback niggas is Israelites.
Israelites, bro.
So get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
You just fucking goddamn. You just a different tribe, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We the same nation. We come from the same stock.
Same goddamn oppressor.
Right?
Except for y'all was speaking Spanish and I was speaking English. But they both got y'all under that bullshit Christianity.
That's that what's in Deuteronomy, that curse? Where the goddamn nation that thou shalt not know will come from afar. You know what I'm saying?
Northern Kingdom, y'all speak Spanish because y'all was conquered by the Spaniards. They are Edomites. Judah, the Southern Kingdom, Benjamin, Levi. Y'all was taken over by the the British and so forth. Those are Edomites.
Right, the French, British and the French.
Exactly.
Alright. But yeah, man. Y'all follow this shit to death, man. Verse 16 it says, a wise man feareth and departed from evil, man. We feared the Lord, man. We fear Yahweh. So we depart from evil, man. We depart from selling drugs, right? I used to sell drugs, man. I used to tote guns and shit, man. Get high. Nigga got in the shootout, getting fucking shot 3 times. Like, bro, I had to cut that shit out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because the Lord chose me ultimately. You know, many are called, but few are chosen. I don't know if I'm chosen. You know what I'm saying? You know, Lord willing, I don't want to Ratazah, I'll be out of that number. Right, as well as the brother next to me and those who's hearing this lesson. Taking notes and
10 times more. Let me get that.
Yeah, we gotta seek the Lord 10 times more, man. You know what I'm saying?
We come out the world. Hey. We come out the world, man. The Lord bestow us with this knowledge. We see the difference in who we once was and who we are today. This is This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 28. It says, Baruch chapter 4, verse 28, it says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. You know? Verse 29 says, for he that have brought these plagues upon you, shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation.
All right, we're gonna be delivered, man. We keep doing what we doing, man. Seeking the Lord 10 times more, going hard for Yahweh Shai. We ultimately gonna be delivered, right? And be free from oppression, man. We ain't gonna never have to fear again. We're gonna have our immortal bodies, man. We're gonna be one with Yahweh Shai, right? We're going to be able to have as many wives as we want. We're going to be able to have as many livestock and land, gold, all our riches we ever want, man. All we got to do is serve the Lord with a full heart, full mind and soul, man.
I'm gonna read up 2 more on that.
Yeah.
It's Baruch chapter 4, starting at verse 26, all right? Matter of fact, I'm going to go to 25. It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High, for thine enemy have persecuted thee. But shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. So hey, we coming back to the laws, statutes, and commandments. We see what the Lord is saying. Hey, continue to endure, continue to be patient, and you're gonna watch your enemy crumble before you. All right, and in the process of doing so, eat better, do what eat the word, man. Eat the word, and the Lord gonna give you that. Eat the whole roll. Exactly. Eat the whole roll, and the Lord gonna do what he promised that he gonna do, and that's gonna deliver you through his Son. All right, verse 26 says, my delicate ones have gone rough ways. We veered off from the word. We veered off from the laws, statutes, and commandments. And it says, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemy. All right? You got it's a guy, he's over there fishing or whatever. He got a net, so he's expecting to catch a certain amount of fish by the end of his day. He want to catch crabs or whatever the case may be. All right? Just like the enemy has thrown out that net, we have become that flock that has been taken over. All right?
That crab in the bucket situation. Even though we in the net, we like, nah, nigga, you ain't getting out before me. We're killing each other, man. That's Deuteronomy 28. I believe it's on 54. I shall be evil toward thy brother.
I believe,
even though we in this captivity, Jake killing Jake, man. Jake killing Jake, bro.
But what we supposed to do is right here. Verse 27, it says, be of good comfort.
Good.
Be of good comfort. Be grounded in the truth. Be squared away. Know that the Lord is coming with wrath, man. You know what I'm saying? He coming with them nuclear thermal missiles. He coming on them chariots with them holy angels.
Behold, he coming with fire, man.
Exactly. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. You know what I'm saying? All right, and it goes into 28. It says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. And that's exactly what we're doing now. We're remembering, we're beginning through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we're able to remember who we once were. And in doing so, the Most High is going to remember us. So.
All right. And you got any more precepts, bro?
That was all right.
Yeah, boy. Hopefully that was an edifying lesson. With that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Rubel and Tishro, and big shalom to the hopefully elect out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity, man. Shalom.